Hello, everybody. I'm so excited.
Hi.
I actually said this before, but I was on mute. Welcome. We're so excited. We're going to start in a few minutes. In the meanwhile, everybody can just get all their stuff ready, get your boxes out, unpack. Make sure you have your pans and your pots and your knives and your cutting boards and your bowls to mix, mixing bowls, and your food and your food processor. And what else do we need? Everything that, the whole list that we gave you, the peeler, the knives, the cutting boards, the 2 pans, a big pot, a large pot, and a medium pot, and a can opener. Oh, I think someone else. Okay. Who's here?
Fraidy, wait a few more minutes.
Hello, everybody.
Fraidy, tell Bella to keep her laptop muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's on mute, so I'm not sure what's happening.
We are just
like.
Is this the bag of cabbage, Fraidy?
what?
Is this the bag of cabbage that says lettuce?
I can't hear. 1 second.
Here, get some.
I want to make this louder. Yeah. Oh, here. What was your question? Okay. How many? Let me see how many people are here so far, and then we'll see if we can get started.
48.
Okay.
Maybe wait one more minute.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
wait 1 more minute, and then we'll begin.
It's us if everyone can hear.
Can everyone hear us?
Give a thumbs
Yep.
up.
Thumbs
Yeah.
up if you can hear us.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
Is this the bag of cabbage I was asking that says lettuce or no?
Instead of the cabbage, we're having lettuce, but I'm going to explain everything.
I wondered if I
I'm
was.
going to go through everything.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, I think we pretty much have like a good chunk of people here, I'd say. Okay, I'd like to just say a few words. Hello, everyone. And welcome to our first Shabbating experience. Woo! We're super excited. The whole goal here, besides getting together and having fun, is to show how easy, how meaningful, how enjoyable it is to prepare a whole Shabbat meal. We would love to make this an annual event, God willing. This is our first year ever. Okay, so woohoo, you guys are the first. We sold over 60 boxes, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's up the number next year to at least 100. At least 100. Why not? And if not, even more. And then make it known throughout the whole city, and then, God willing, the entire world. How excited would that be? Amazing. Okay, before we begin, it's important that we thank our wonderful sponsors, Michael Steinman of Michael Steinman Realty, Rabbi and Mordecai and Eliza Cohen. Love you, Rabbi and Eliza Cohen. 2 anonymous sponsors in honor of the Thornhill Woods community, and Rob and Shauna Walker, and Elan and Paulina Nagla. So thank you to all the sponsors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, a huge thank you to the Shabbating team, led by Rebbe. Excuse me. Need some water. Just around the corner. Excuse me. Just got a little bit of a choke. Oh my. All right. Perfect opportunity to say a bracha. Here we go. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shakoni.
You all know that we are both vaccinated fully vaccinated, and we have been a few weeks ago, so we're
I just
we're
choked.
good.
I just choked.
Okay.
That's all. A huge thank you to the Shabbating team led by Rebbitzin Fraidy Mandel right here. Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. Shauna Goodman. Hi, Shauna. Jen Feldman. Taryn Coakley. And Robin Kay. And the one and only me, Bella Sugar. Very special thanks to Anthony of No Frills. And most importantly, to Megan Meats. They were unbelievable with their time, their equipment, their staff, and their 2 locations. Please, everyone support them. They're amazing. Their food is delicious. Their meat is absolutely amazing, and it's very clean. Everyone who's ever tried them will tell you that. They're just awesome. And by the way, they now moved locations, so you'll find them at the Chabad Gate Plaza. You can see it right next to My Zadie's and what else is there? A few places. Shelley's and yeah. Okay. So thanks as well to everyone who delivered. Okay, because it was quite a process, and we managed.
Yeah.
Helped package yesterday and the day before. It was a real team effort, which is what our community and the Thornhill Woods Shul is really all about. We're all about community. So, okay, I also want to mention a few other things. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for registering for this wonderful, amazing Shabbating experience.
Thank
Really,
you.
thank you all for doing this with us. You guys are really, truly awesome. I also want to mention, and this is really exciting, we have an amazing contest happening. If you take pictures of your beautiful Shabbating meal, like after it's all done, and you put it on Instagram, you post it onto Instagram and Facebook, and tag the Thornhill Woods Shul, along with 2 friends, and then use the hashtag Shabbating. Okay, so we'll keep repeating this, and hashtag Thornhill Woods, THW Shul never stops. Okay, we're doing a draw on June 23rd, and the winner will receive $100. That's $100 to my personal favorite sushi place, Umami Sushi. They're amazing. I happen to love the tuna there. Unbelievable.
So get snapping all your pictures and post them.
Yeah, we're really excited. So everybody just shout out, woo!
Shabbating.
We're gonna have fun and we're gonna party it up. All right, let's get started, Fraidy Mandel.
Yay.
Fraidy Mandel.
Thank you so much. I just want to thank Bella so much for opening up her home to this beautiful, beautiful kitchen. And after a full day of work, she just comes home after a full day and just prepares and with a smile and with excitement. And thank you so much, Bella.
Oh, my pleasure.
It's
Absolute
been
pleasure.
so amazing. Okay, so if you haven't already, please make sure, we're going to put the timer on in a few minutes when we start. Please make sure that your oven is 50. Can we do that also here? Okay, we're going to do that also. We're going to have our oven preheated, and we're going to make sure that we have all of our stuff. We have 2 pans. We have two pots, a large one and a medium-sized one. We have some bowls for mixing. We have 2 cutting boards and knives, onions for fish, right? And we'll be able to you know, we'll give you some time to rinse things off if we need to. What else do we need? A peeler, can openers, and a food processor, or we call it a zhuzher at home. It's a immersion blender. If you have that, it's better if you have a food processor, but immersion blender will work as well. Okay, and everybody get your ingredients out and let's get started. Are you ready? Thumbs up if you're ready.
Yeah,
Thumbs up. Woo! Okay, we're gonna start Shabbating. If you open up your menu, your booklet, your Shabbating booklet, you'll notice that I have a little bit of a menu there. Is Danielle Shatsky there? Is Danielle Shatsky here?
Yeah, she's on.
Okay, awesome. Hi, Daniela. We're gonna also do, okay, so here's the Shabbating menu.
I'll zoom.
And everybody has this in their booklets, in their bags, in their Shabbating bags. And we're going to be making a hummus or a hummus, whatever you want to call it. We're going to make warm salmon salad. We're going to make chicken soup and matzo balls. We're going to make chicken legs. We're gonna make honey chicken, and we're gonna make grilled veggie orzo, and string beans, and apple cobbler, and challah. Okay, so we're gonna do this all in 1 hour, but you guys have to keep up with me, okay? Because we're going fast. Are you ready? Okay. One thing that I didn't mention to prepare, if you can, is, I don't know if you have this also, Bella, but a garbage bag or a compost bag. Do you have one?
I do.
Okay, amazing. A compost bag. So this way you can just cut and peel on that compost bag, wrap it up, and throw it away. Okay? So everybody, I'm gonna give you 1 more minute just to get your stuff together quickly, and then we're going to begin.
Fraidy,
Yes.
someone's asking if the orzo should be cooked already.
Nope, we're gonna cook everything now.
Thank you.
Okay? We're gonna do everything together. Everything is really cooking everything in an hour. It's not gonna be ready in an hour, but it'll be cooked in an hour. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, so we have a garbage bag here. You can use a compost bag. You can use whatever. You can use a paper towel because that also is compostable. And you can cut on this garbage bag as on that as well. Okay, we're going to set the alarm. Should we set the alarm for an hour? 60 minutes?
Sure. Actually, I'm gonna take a look.
Or Rabbi Mandel. Also do that. Okay. Do. Everybody get your stuff ready. Get your stuff. Thumbs up when you're ready to start. And we're going to begin. The preheated oven?
This one too.
No, this is it. Okay, awesome. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven to 350. While that's happening, we're going to get the orzo ready. So we're going to take our bags of orzo or your box of orzo, whatever you got. Here, Karen. Here. We're going to take your orzo and we're going to measure out. You can measure out as much as you want. If you think your family would want. I'm going to measure out 2 cups of orzo and 4 cups of water. So whatever you put in, you should put double in. Start the timer.
Why don't you say that again so that everyone can
Yeah,
hear?
but did we start the timer, guys? Okay, we're gonna take two cups of orzo and 4 cups of water.
Okay, they want to know how much water, so just repeat that
2
again.
cups of water, 2 cups of orzo, 4 cups of water. So if you're putting in 3 cups of orzo, you're gonna put 6 cups. You're gonna put double that amount of water. Okay. So I'm putting in 2 cups of orzo and 4 cups of water. I'm going to cover that with aluminum foil.
I do.
We're gonna take some aluminum foil, cover it up, and put it into the oven. Okay. While that's happening,
They're asking how much orzo.
2 cups of orzo, 4 cups of water. Okay. I'm also going to take a little bit of olive oil and just drizzle it onto the orzo, just a tiny bit, and that's it. Okay. We're good. I'm going to take a cover. We're going to cover the orzo. We're covering the orzo, and we're putting it into the oven at 350. Okay, and we're gonna just forget about it for a little bit. Okay, we're on to the next. Now you're gonna take your knife and your onions. We're gonna start with the salmon. We're gonna take one of the frying pans, any one you want, one of the frying pans, and we're gonna heat up the frying pan.
I can help with that.
Okay. We're gonna heat it up. I like to heat up
Where are they putting the orzo into?
They're putting it into one of these pans that I gave you. I gave you one of these disposable pans. You're putting the orzo
Okay.
in one of these pans.
So someone's
put it
saying
into the
to slow
oven.
it down. Just a little bit.
Slowing down. We're slowing down.
Okay. How's
Okay.
with the orzo? Wait. After the water and rice.
You put 2 cups of orzo, 4 cups of water. Put it inside the pan that we gave you. Cover it up. You can drizzle up with a little bit of olive oil, just a tiny bit,
And we also
Cover
gave
it
you
up.
that.
and put it inside the oven, covered. and we're gonna forget about it for a little bit.
Okay, do you want to
Okay.
repeat it one more time? So they're saying
Okay,
two
so
rush.
let's say you have 3 cups of orzo, you're gonna put 6 cups of water. You're gonna double the water to the orzo, okay? So 2 cups of, I just put 2 cups of orzo in, it's plenty, it makes a lot of orzo.
Should she
2
put,
cups of orzo, 4 cups of water. 2 cups of orzo, 4 cups of water.
cover
we're
with
gonna move
foil?
on.
Yes, okay, so I just want to stop right now, because I can see all the chats that are going on. So,
Okay,
just,
while you're doing that, you're heating up your pan to make sure that it's heated. You didn't put any oil in it yet, you're just heating it up. When we're ready, we're gonna start putting the oil in, okay?
okay, I just want to say one thing. Very, very easy. Just measure the amount of orzo that you have, you pour it in, and then the amount of water that you need. So 2 cups is 4 cups of water. 2 cups of orzo is 4 cups of water. You just put it all in. Oh, sorry, I'm looking over there. 4 cups, oh, no wonder. Oh, not techie. All right, so 2 cups of orzo, 4 cups of water. You just put it in, put foil, stick it in the oven for 350. Nothing
And
to worry
forget about it.
Just forget.
Okay,
Set it and forget it.
set it and forget it.
Shame she doesn't
Now
have
we're going
television.
on to the warm salmon salad. We're going to be cutting up the onion, okay? The cool thing about this one is, you know what, while we're doing this, you're gonna heat up 2 pans, okay? You're gonna have pan 1 heated up and pan 2 heating up. So here. So we'll heat up both pans and we'll get them both done at the same time because we're doing onions anyway. We might as well do it together. Okay, 2 different dishes.
Fraidy, question, do you cover the orzo with foil?
Yes, you cover the orzo with foil.
For the record, that's not my question. I just eat the food. I don't know how to do this. Thank you. I'm out.
Okay, I'm taking my onion. I'm taking 1 onion and I'm peeling it. Okay, you can peel it on your garbage bag. You can peel it on your paper towel. You're peeling your onion. Then I'm gonna take another onion and I'm gonna peel it again. Okay, and the meanwhile, our pans are heating up. Our orzo's in the oven, covered, and we're peeling our onions. Okay, this is how you get things done quickly. You have to do a lot of things at once. We're multitasking here. Okay, now we have 2 onions cut. We're gonna wash it. And we're going to get dicing. You're with me, guys, everybody? Okay, while that's before we start dicing, we're gonna take our oil that we
So who
gave
wants to know
you.
what you're making now?
I'm gonna tell you, 1 second. We're taking our olive oil and we're putting it into both pans. We're gonna put a little bit into pan number 1 that's heated up. And we're gonna put a little bit in pan number 2 that's also heating up. And it's already heated, so we really have to go quickly with this, okay? So we're gonna take onion number 1 and we're going to dice it up. You could make it small, you could make it large, doesn't really matter. The way you like it, the way your family likes it. We're going to
So once
dice
again, what are you
up
making?
this onion. So we're making 2 dishes right now at the same time. We're doing the grilled veggies for the orzo, and we're also cutting up the vegetables for the salmon salad. But they're both going into different dishes because we actually don't eat fish and meat together. So it should really be cooked in a separate dish. So we're just dicing it up really, really nicely and finely, depending on how you like your onions. I love onions. Onions go in every dish.
Me too.
It makes it just taste so delicious. So I'm still cutting up 1 onion. Okay, I'm trying to go a little slower here. We're cutting up an onion.
Can I just say something?
And yeah.
I just want to let you know that sometimes onions can make you cry, and actually, well, here we are. Here's the camera. Hello. Onions can make you cry sometimes, and a trick to that is what I found out is that you could actually put a candle, like light a little candle,
Oh, that's a good
and
trick.
then it doesn't make you cry.
Okay, we're gonna take the onion and we're gonna put it into pan number 1. You can hear that sizzling. I hope everybody's doing it
Can
with me.
you zoom into the pan?
We are gonna lower the flame a little bit.
Okay.
Wrong one. And we're gonna lower the flame over here as well. And we're gonna cut the other onion quickly because the other pan is also very heated. And we're going to dice it up.
Oh, someone is saying if they're in the fridge, onions won't make you cry if they're in the fridge. Who knew
Which
that?
is what we did. We put them into the fridge for you.
Like,
So we did that special for you.
Fraidy,
What's
do you want-
so
Fraidy,
great?
Fraidy, do you want to tell everyone the wonderful story of when I first made onions for you when we were?
Yeah, I will in a second. I just want to say one
Great
thing.
story, and maybe give everyone a break for 20 seconds to catch up.
Yeah, I just want to get this into the pan first because the oil is hot and it's dangerous to keep it on for too long. So we're dicing up the second onion and we're putting it into the second pan of oil. I don't know what's happening here. It's a little bit like slimy. Okay. And we're putting it into the second pan here. Okay, and you can hear that nice, beautiful sizzle. Delicious. And we're just checking on this one over here. You can add a little bit more olive oil if you feel like it's like getting a little dry. You don't want it to burn. You want it to sort of like get translucent, which means that you could see through it. Right now it's white. We want to sort of see through. We want to see make it the onion sort of be yellowish. So another thing about crying, when you're while I'm talking, you can wash your red pepper.
wait, they want you to sort of slow down, and can they take 5 minutes to catch up?
Okay. So while we're waiting, I just want to let you know, you're dicing up your onions, one onion for one pan, one onion for the next pan, okay? And I'm just letting you know that a lot of times we cry. Bella was mentioning we cry when we cut our onions, and this is a great time to actually pray because your tears are there, and sometimes it's so hard to have tears. Actually, such a beautiful thing. It really crashes open the gates of heaven. So especially when you're cooking for Shabbat, this is a great opportunity for you to cry it out and pray for all the people that need help. Pray for your family. Pray for everybody to be healthy, to get out of this pandemic, whatever it is that you need to get out of, and you need prayer for, or even just to thank God for what we have. It's a great opportunity to thank God. We're getting our peppers out. Wash them. How are we doing this time? Wash them. We're gonna wash our pepper.
Because you're showing everyone, I think if you take a little bit longer.
Okay. We're washing our pepper. And okay. We are recapping. We just did the orzo. We put the orzo in the oven. It's 2 cups of water, 2 cups of orzo to 4 cups of water. If you're putting 3 cups of orzo in, you put 6 cups of water. Don't put 1 cup of orzo because it won't be so fluffy. You need to at least do 2 cups. 2 cups of orzo, 4 cups of water. We put it in the pan that I gave you. Putting in this pan, covering it up, putting it into the oven at 350. We're not thinking about it. In the meanwhile, we have 2 pans here, heated up with olive oil. One pan has diced onions, the other pan has diced onions. Now we're taking this red pepper and we are slicing it, but I want to just show you, I don't know if the camera can see this. I'm cutting it sort of at the edge. I'm sort of following where this stem is so that I don't get any of the seeds on my knife, okay? So now that it's open, I can see where the seeds are, and I'm sort of cutting around it. And it saves me a little bit of a job. You see what I mean? Okay, so it's pretty clean, pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna take half of it for one and half of it for the other pan, okay? If you have some seeds, you can just empty it off. Okay, so we're doing half a pepper for one dish, half a pepper for the other dish. Okay, who's with me? Who is keeping up? We are dicing the red pepper. We're going to dice this small, okay? And small little things. Now, the great thing about this dish is that you really could use whatever vegetables you like. If you don't like red peppers, you can use orange peppers or green peppers. I mean, the red and the orange are more, they're sweeter. So I'm just dicing this up. You can use zucchini, you can use, I guess, eggplant, you can use anything that you like. You're dicing it up quite small. And it's fine, we have some time, we're just getting it Just getting it prepared. Everybody with me? Let me know if I'm going too fast. I'll slow down for you. It's my New York side.
Fraidy, are you
Right,
dicing
Anthony?
both? And what's the heat level on the stovetop? Two questions.
Medium heat.
And you're dicing both now?
We are dicing both. Both halves. We're dicing the entire pepper. But I'm just letting you know that we're using half of it for one pan and half of it for another pan. It's really easy this way. This way we get 2 dishes out in one time. I like to take out the veins because of the pepper, although I think it's really healthy for you. Because it's, my kids don't really like that part. So do whatever works for your family. You're dicing up the peppers. Am I going slow enough, everybody? Okay, what are you doing? We're adding, I'm gonna raise this heat a little bit because it's going a little bit too slow for me.
What's the heat level? What's the
We're gonna have this at a medium to high, not too high, medium heat. It really depends on what kind of stovetop you have. You want to hear that sizzling. If you're not hearing that sizzling, it's too low, which it has been over here a little bit. Okay, we are getting from white onions to translucent onions. Okay, that's what you want it to get to. And we're going to take our peppers that we diced up so beautifully, and we're going to take half of it for one dish and half of it for the other. Okay, with me? I'm putting the peppers in one pan. We're going to saute it. I'm going to put the peppers in the other pan.
Can you zoom into the pan?
Okay, and it looks really beautiful.
It really does. It's bringing out the color. It's beautiful.
And you can see that it's already, the onions are starting to get translucent, and it's beautiful.
Can I just flip it over?
Yep.
This is what we're looking at right here, sorry. Right here. Beautiful and bright.
It looks delicious. Okay, if you have a wooden spoon, this is great to put in, to just use to mix it around, make sure it doesn't burn. Okay? Okay,
Smells yummy.
we are taking our zucchinis. We're taking our zucchini and we're washing it, and we're slicing it in half. Okay, we're gonna take our zucchini and slice it in half. These zucchinis are massive, so we don't need so much right now. We're gonna use half of it right now for one dish, okay? Okay, so there's 2 pans. One pan is for the grilled veggies for the orzo, and one pan is for the salmon. So we're not putting zucchini into the salmon salad. We're putting zucchini into the orzo. By the way, this is a great way to get your kids to eat vegetables. You put it into orzo, and who doesn't like pasta? Everybody. So we're gonna keep the peel on for this, and we're going to cut it in half, and we're gonna get dicing. Ready?
Onion in both pans?
No, we're putting the zucchini into one pan.
No, but the onion.
The onions are in both pans. The peppers are in both pans. So we split the peppers, we split the onions, and we put one in one pan and one in the other. Well, we use one onion for each pan, and we split the pepper, right? I'm gonna dice these up quite, as small as possible. These zucchinis. We're gonna dice it up. And they're very, very large. So I would even slice it down here, down the middle, and then dice it. Okay? And the kids won't even know that it's in there. My kids love this orzo, and I'm so happy whenever they eat it because there's so many vegetables in it. And I even put some more vegetables in it if you'd like. Whatever you have in your fridge, whatever's on sale. Okay, I learned that from my beautiful mother-in-law. Whatever's on sale, that's what you buy. Okay, this goes into the orzo pan. So designate the pan that you're using for the orzo. This is burning a little bit.
Should we just mix it?
So we're gonna lower the heat. Amazing. Okay, and the pan for the salmon is what we're gonna put it in right now. So we're gonna open your salmon that we gave you. We have 2 salmons. We're opening the salmon, and then we'll wash our hands after this. We're opening the salmon. Everybody with me? Everybody okay?
They're still on zucchini. If we could just slow it down just a little bit.
Slow it down. Okay, while we're slowing it down, I want you to all think about your family and who you're cooking for, because that's the most important thing. You have to put some of the good energy into this food. Otherwise, it doesn't taste good. You know how they always say the food tastes better because the guests are there? This food is gonna taste delicious because your children and your family, whoever you're serving this food to, is there, and because it's for Shabbat. So
He's gonna go. So they have to designate a pan. You wanna just mention that again?
yes, we're designating 1 pan for the orzo and 1 pan for the salmon. So the one with the orzo is the one that you're putting the zucchini in. Zucchini, the diced zucchini goes into the orzo grilled veggie pan because we're putting grilled veggies in here, okay? And you can lower the heat. We're not in a rush here. Okay. Now the other, I'm gonna just wash my hands here. The other pan for the salmon, we're gonna start creating that right now. Okay. So we're taking the salmon. I don't know if you see that for me. We're gonna
to be cooked.
we're
I want
going
to know how long we're cooking this for.
we're waiting for it to just sort of get translucent and like grilled looking, grilled feeling. Okay. So there's not really a time. It really depends on your oven and how your pan is and everything. So just wait till it gets like translucent, sort of, just a couple of minutes. Okay, and now we're cutting the salmon into cubes. The great thing about the salmon is, by the way, it's from Costco, it's great salmon, is that there's no bones and there's no skin. So you don't have to, like, a lot of the work is done for you. We're just cubing the salmon. We're slicing it down and we're making into little cubes. Everybody with me? So we have 1 pan with zucchini, red pepper, and onions. And we have another pan with onions and red pepper. And this salmon is going into the pan with the onions and the red pepper, not the zucchini. Okay? When you're doing this on your own, you can definitely put zucchini in if that's what you like. We're just cubing the salmon. See, there's just like little
Sorry,
cubes.
you might have mentioned this before, but how long are we cooking the vegetables for? Somebody is just asking.
We are cooking the vegetables until they're translucent.
Okay, so I know someone just asked.
So let it like feel like that grilled feeling, okay? That grilled look. So this is kind of burning here. Okay. We're going to add the salmon into the salmon pan, the one with the onions and the red pepper. It's gonna be just a couple of minutes. The salmon gets done really, really quickly. Not that pretty. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in because mine needs a little bit more. I didn't put enough. And we are cooking the salmon in the red pepper and the onions, okay? So we're just frying it on low. Okay, so yeah.
Want to try this one maybe?
Okay, now. Okay. We're gonna give that a little bit of a mix. And we're not using the same spoon to mix both pans anymore because now it has the salmon in it. And we have a tradition to not mix salmon, any fish, with any meat. Okay? I know that Sephardic people also don't have salmon, fish with dairy.
Someone say Sephardic?
Yes.
I'm Sephardic.
And
And I'm proud of it too. I love my peppers with my Moroccan fish, of course. There is a question here, and somebody wants to know, are the peppers supposed to be soft? So someone asked if the peppers were supposed to be soft.
It can be in between, like when it's sort of getting like little bit softer, but not too soft, because then it's gonna be like mushy. Okay? So you waited for the onions to get translucent, they're already done. on low, like mine is not ready, okay? If it's on low, it should be there for a little bit, like a little while longer, okay? We are going to move on to the next thing. If you have a vegetarian meal, okay? This is the time where you should take your you could open it if you can.
Should someone's asking if
It seems like we lost them. 1 second, everyone. Fraidy, you're muted.
Okay, if you are not vegetarian, this has nothing to do with you. Close your ears and just look at the fire.
Fraidy,
Yeah.
the video left for the past like 2 minutes, so maybe back up 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, well, you stop it.
Okay.
We missed the last 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So what we're doing is we have the zucchini, the pepper, and the onions sauteing over here in the pan. That's going to be for the orzo. We're not talking about it right now. Just keeping an eye on it, making sure that it's not burning. If you need some more oil, just add some more oil to it. It looks like it's getting dry. We have another pan here with salmon, red pepper, and onions. And we're just, keeping an eye on it, mixing it a little bit. And it's going to be done in a few seconds. It really, 7 minutes tops for the salmon, okay? You don't want it to get too cooked because it won't taste so good. Okay. If you are vegetarian, this is a great time for you to start your tofu. If you are not vegetarian, just catch up to what we're doing now and just take your tofu and dice it up into cubes. It's super easy. You're just dicing it up into cubes. You're gonna take a Ziploc bag. And you're gonna take all the tofu and put it into the Ziploc bag. Super easy tofu, putting it in. And you're gonna take your mixture that I gave you. You're gonna add the cornstarch to it, mix it in, and pour it into the bag. Okay? You're gonna close up the bag. You're gonna shake it a little bit, and you're gonna put it into the fridge and let it just marinate for the next. We are now.
I just want to say that everything smells delicious. So I don't know what your home smells like, but it's starting to feel a little bit like Shabbat.
Totally.
It's amazing.
I'm taking a new cutting board and a new knife because I just used it for the salmon, and we're going to be starting with chicken and meats and everything like that. Okay. So right now we're going to take the string beans that we gave you.
Oh, someone says it smells delish here too.
Yay! It smells like Shabbat. Woo!
Can everybody say Shabbating?
Shabbating! Woo! Okay, we're taking our string beans that we gave you and we're putting it into the pan. It's not rocket science. All you have to do is open it up open up the string beans and dump it into the pan. Okay, it shouldn't be frozen if you defrosted it already. If it is, just break it up a little bit, as much as you can. If it isn't, it's okay. We're gonna cover it with the silver foil. I'm gonna put it into the oven. Are we putting any seasoning on the string beans? Nope, we're not. Are we putting any oil on the string beans? Nope. We're just putting the string beans in the pan, covering it, and saying hello to the orzo that's in there.
I don't think Robinson Fraidy actually is familiar with the term. Set it and forget it. For those of us who do have televisions, it's a very popular commercial. Set it and forget it. That's exactly what she did. She put the green beans inside the pan, the foil pan, opened up the package, put it in, sealed it with oil.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Okay, we're finished. We're finished with the salmon veggies over here. This pan is done. You want it to look nice and pink
Yes.
here. Want it to look nice. I don't know if you can see the coloring in this lighting, but it's really beautiful. It's pink still. It looks like it's cooked through, and we're setting it aside. If you're vegetarian, you might want to take this and take it out. I'm going to use that same pan for the tofu. Okay, or you could use the other pan when we're done. It's fine. Okay, so just giving a little the pan that has the orzo grilled veggies in it. We're giving it a little bit of a mix. Make sure that it doesn't burn. Okay, so it's
Somebody's
almost
just
there.
wondering, sorry, Brady, but someone's just wondering what's going on with the orzo that's in the oven.
Keeping it in there, we're waiting for it to cook.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually a really good trick that I learned a few years ago. You take your orzo, you put it inside the oven, and you don't have to worry about your pot burning, and you can just throw out the pan when you're done. Or, you know, or even put it into a Pyrex and you could just serve it like that. It's like, it's so easy. You can just put it in the oven. You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, is it burning? Oh my gosh, I have to lower the flame. Just keep it in the oven covered and it's gonna be taken care of. And you can do the same thing with rice. You take rice, also 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. You can put it into the oven. You can do the same recipe for rice. You can do it for orzo. You could do it for quinoa. It's a great, we do this for Pesach, for Passover. You could do it for anything, okay? We're not using our balsamic vinaigrette yet. We will soon,
I have a question.
but we're just taking the salmon stuff and we're just setting it aside. You can put it into a bowl. You can save it for tomorrow. You can put it away, wait till it gets cooled down, and you can put it into the fridge. Okay,
I have a
last question, then we're
question.
gonna move on.
No, I just want a quick question. Where do we get affordable tins? Because I know people
Costco.
buy like lots of them. Is that the best
Costco.
place?
I think Costco has the best price. You get 30 of them for like $7 and something, like almost $8 for 30 of them. They're really, really great. And they're very durable.
I
They're
kept going to the
strong.
dollar store and it's not
No.
worth it. If you go to Costco, you can get a really good deal and
Yes.
lots.
Okay, we're moving on to our matzo balls, okay? We're taking our matzo ball mix. With our matzo ball mix.
Is there any spices in the
In our
salmon someone wants
bowl.
to know?
In the salmon, nope, not yet. We're taking our matzo ball mix. We're getting it ready for the matzo ball and a bowl for mixing. We're gonna have a fork. The fork to mix. And we have our 2 eggs and oil. Okay, it sounds like this pan is ready for this zucchini and red pepper and onions are ready. So we're gonna take that off the fire. And if yours is ready, take it off as well. And we're gonna set it aside, let it cool down. I'm gonna leave it alone for a little bit. Okay, we'll come back to it. In the meanwhile, we're taking this bowl. We're taking 2 eggs. And for kosher purposes, we're going to check the eggs and make sure that there's no,
Should we give you a little cup?
yeah, there's no blood spots. Thank you. Okay,
Very important.
You can put
that
it
we
into-
where?
a glass cup, check for any blood spots and pour it in. And then you take your second egg, you pour it into the glass, make sure there's no blood spots, and you pour it in. Okay, we're gonna take the fork and we're gonna mix, I don't know if you can see this, we're gonna mix this egg really, really well. You can use a whisk, you can use a fork. I just like to do it like this. Good Jewish mama. We're just gonna mix it, really like a roughly. So it's nice and fluffy.
Where is the
And then
matzo
we're
ball
gonna
mix?
take-
Somebody wants to know.
That should be in your dry box. Okay, matzo ball mix. Okay, everybody got a matzo ball mix? Looks like this. Everybody with me? My papers. Okay. What? Over there? Okay, so we're taking the one packet of this. We're not ready for it yet, okay? We're going to take a quarter of a cup. A quarter cup of oil. You can use the olive oil as well. You can measure it out, or you could just be like, you know, guesstimate. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, we're putting a little bit of oil in, and we are just giving it a little bit of a stir. We're gonna open up our matzo ball bag.
Somebody wants to know that isn't it only 1 tablespoon of oil?
No, it's a quarter. This one, it calls for this, okay? And then we're gonna put the matzo ball mix in,
So
and
Fraidy,
we're going to
Fraidy,
mix it up.
it's
Yes.
one or two tablespoons. People are asking.
Putting a quarter cup of oil. And we're going to
Somebody wants to know that they normally put 2 eggs.
2 eggs, which is what we did. Oil, a quarter cup oil, or a little bit less, whatever you like. Mix the matzo ball mix inside it. And then you can cover it with aluminum foil. You can keep the fork in.
Fraidy, next grade, seasoning mochalas.
What?
Seasoning mochalas.
Okay. Okay, we're covering up the matzo ball mix and we're putting it to the fridge for 5 minutes. Okay? Everybody put your matzo ball mix that you mixed up just now, put it in the fridge for 5 minutes. I'm going to take our medium pot in the meanwhile, and we're going to fill it up with water. Now, I think we don't have to do this, it's not part of the recipe, but sometimes I put in chicken soup mix into the water, or you can put some salt into the water. We're gonna fill it up about halfway, and we're gonna heat it up on the stove top. Okay? Put it on high, on the stove top. Cover for this.
Is this medium?
This is the medium pot.
I can use it.
Okay. We're covering the pot. I actually gave you some salt. So you can use some salt in your pot of water that's boiling. It just makes it go a little bit faster. And it gives it a little bit of a taste. You can also put some chicken soup mix in. It really gives the matzo balls a really good taste. While that's happening, we're gonna do something
Oh,
else.
somebody wants to know what you just said. You just said something about something you put in that you don't normally, you like to put it in. What is that one thing?
Oh,
What
the
is that?
chicken soup mix. Sometimes you can put chicken soup mix in to the water that's boiling right now. That's gonna be for the matzo balls, okay? You don't have to, you can put some salt in, chicken soup mix, you could just keep it plain with nothing inside at all, okay?
And one other question from Laura Elimella.
Okay.
She
Hi,
said-
Laura.
I should tell you where these questions are.
Yeah,
That way you can say hi,
that's right,
right?
say hi.
Okay,
Hi,
guys,
Laura.
I'm new at this,
I
okay?
miss you.
I might get into, I'm seeing after this, but I'm really new at this. Okay, so I just wanna ask you one question, and this is from Laura Elimella. This is for the soup, so don't we need a large pot?
This is not for the soup. This is for the matzo balls. So we're just putting it in while the matzo balls are getting cold in the fridge. The matzo ball mix, we're gonna heat up this pot of water for the matzo balls.
Okay, and
So we have a medium pot of water, halfway filled. We're putting it onto high flame, covered. You can add a little bit of chicken soup mix. You can add a little bit of salt. You can just keep it just plain old water.
Okay,
And you're heating it up and covering
It's
it up.
also asking Villa, I think it is.
Hi.
Villa, Arvila, how much water? How much water do you need?
Half a pot. Okay, half a pot of
Which
water.
is, so whatever the pot size is,
Yeah.
half of that.
Yeah, it should be a medium-sized pot and half of it. Doesn't need so much, okay? Shouldn't be overflowing and shouldn't be boiling. When it's boiling, we'll start putting the matzo balls in. Okay. We are moving along. Getting a little wet. Okay. Let's put this away, clear up. One thing that I really, really always do is I always sing when I cook. And my kids know it's like part of my cooking. It's like, it's part of the recipe. I always sing. I always say, L'kavod Shabbos Kodesh. Just sing whatever I'm singing. This is honor of Shabbos. This is in honor of Shabbos because we're putting the intentions that we do, that we have, go into the food. I'm telling you, it makes it taste delicious. That's the extra spice that we need. The food that you eat after Shabbat and before Shabbat does not taste the same. I promise you. Okay. We are going to move on. We're going to take the salmon. If you are doing tofu, okay, everybody else can get a little bit of a break and just breathe a little bit. You're taking your salmon, you're putting it into another container, you're putting it away onto the side, okay? Or you can give me a bowl. Or I can do it on a plate. I'll do it on this plate. Okay, I'm gonna take the salmon and take it out. I'm gonna start getting the pan ready for the tofu if you are a tofu person, if you're vegetarian. See, we can do all different types of dishes. Vegetarian, meat, whatever floats your boat, we can do everything. Anything to make Shabbos delicious. Shabbat is so beautiful and so delicious.
This actually looks amazing. Can I just show everybody? Wow, this looks unbelievable. Look at this.
Yes,
Anyone getting
it's
hungry?
delicious.
Don't eat it for tomorrow night.
Yes, it's delicious. You
Yum.
can warm it up before you serve it.
Unbelievable.
Okay, we're gonna start with, we just got the pan ready for the tofu. It's not ready yet, but we're going to start making the chicken. Easy, super easy. We're
Somebody,
taking
sorry, wants to know if you put anything on the salmon. Any spices
nothing
on
on
the
the salmon. I'm gonna tell you what to do with the salmon soon.
No
Okay?
spices on the salmon.
No
Someone just
spices
asked.
on the salmon. We're taking our chicken bones. We're
Oh, someone
washing
says
it.
they can't hear and it froze.
Can you guys
No,
hear?
we're fine now. We're fine now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
we're fine.
You're gonna take your chicken bones and we're gonna rinse them off and we're gonna put them into the large pot that we have, okay? So I'm just gonna wash this off over here. I did.
Oh.
We're washing off the chicken bones. This is from Magnet Meats.
So someone is saying, don't wash them. It will boil off everything. New
Yeah.
public health guidelines.
Woohoo!
This is from Danielle.
Thank you, Danielle. I like to rinse it if it's, it happens to be that Magnet Meats is extremely clean. I saw their facility. Okay, we're taking our chicken bones and we're putting into this pot. We're not doing anything else. We just put into this pot. Now we're taking all the vegetables that go into this pot. So what are we gonna need? We're gonna need 2 onions. We're gonna need our celery. If you have 2, 3, whatever, as many as you want. We're gonna put our carrots in, which are also really large.
Those are massive.
Yes, as many carrots. My kids love carrots. I put a lot of carrots in. We're gonna put the other half of the zucchini in, which is also really big.
It really is.
And we could also, if you have other things that you like to add, like sweet potato, what else?
Potato, maybe cut up potato.
Yeah, you can do that. Whatever vegetables you like, you can put into the soup, turnips, whatever it is, It's gonna taste delicious.
Can I just say one
One-
thing?
One trick, 1 second. If you put a sweet potato in, keep it whole. Otherwise, it starts getting piecey into the soup. And if you have some picky eaters, they're not going to be happy with this. Some people put all those different vegetables and the meats into a cheesecloth. I don't like how it tastes like that. But everybody could do whatever is good for them. Okay, we're good with that.
Do we peel this whole thing?
Yeah.
Because I heard that if you take it off, then it's sweeter and it's.
Yes, I'm gonna peel it. Before I didn't. Now I'm peeling it, okay? So I'm taking this peeler. This is actually my favorite peeler, and you're doing this onto a bag or a paper towel. This is my favorite peeler. I think it goes the fastest. And we're done. We're gonna rinse it. We're gonna rinse it. And we're going to cut it up. Now, if you are doing vegetarian,
Oh, someone's saying, oh wait, hold on, we've got a whole bunch of things here.
okay, let's move this over so everybody can see.
So.
One second. I just want you to see how we're cutting up the zucchini and sort of like cutting it in half and then into, pieces, like large pieces. I don't like to cut them up so small. If you're doing a vegetable soup, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna dice up the onions and you're gonna start sauteing it, okay, on the stove top, okay? While Bella's asking a question, we're gonna take the onion and we're gonna peel it. Okay, we're taking 2 onions and peeling it.
Okay,
Okay,
so you were
Bella.
asking, sorry, I just wanna, it's not really a question, but you were asking if, what sort of things you can put inside the soup, and people are just
Oh.
mentioning. So first of all, this is for the soup. So somebody asked, is this for the soup? Yes, everything we're doing here. is
We're
for the
making
soup,
chicken soup,
okay?
good
And then
Jewish
someone said
food,
onions. You can put onions, which we are.
which we
Garlic,
are.
which
I'm not.
we're not. And then there's parsnips. Joey
Parsnip is
wrote
great.
parsnips.
Some people
Um,
really like parsnip. I personally don't, but my mother really does, and she always puts it into her soup, and I think it tastes delicious. You just
What-
don't have to eat it if you don't like it.
What's a kohlrabi?
Kohlrabi
Michelle,
also.
magazine. Oh, I
Yeah,
get her
you
last name. Actually wrote a kohlrabi.
Yes, that's what kohlrabi is. You're peeling your onions, and you're not dicing it. Woo! Don't drop it either. And you're washing it, and then you're putting it into the pot. The end, you're putting it in whole.
Let's try it again. Slow
Okay.
motion. Here we go.
Slow motion, you peel, you wash, you put it inside the pot. Okay,
So just like kohl, you don't even cut it in half.
so I'm gonna cut it in half. I hear the boiling pot of water. We're gonna get to it in a second.
Fraidy, should the orzo be checked on? Someone asked before.
No, it's fine. We're taking our carrots and we're peeling our carrots, okay?
So Danielle,
You are sauteing it in the pot.
okay, so Lisa wrote that she diced the onions, and I don't think that makes a difference.
It doesn't matter. It's okay. My mother does that also.
It's actually better.
I don't dice it because I like it whole, and I like eat more easily, and it doesn't get all over, because some people like just no vegetables and they just want a plain soup and they're crying and they're like, Mommy, why are there onions all over? I don't like onions. So I just keep it whole, and it actually makes it really taste delicious and sweet. We have our carrots, and we're chopping them up large, in large chunks. I like to make them large.
They are large.
If you are doing a vegetarian soup, you are dicing them up very small. Okay, you're taking your carrots, you're peeling it, and you're dicing it up small at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna put all these carrots in. We're peeling the carrots.
Okay, can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to just point out
Hello,
that
Shabbos Kodesh.
we did not cheapen out on the food. Isn't this
Not
exciting?
at all.
Not only that, you get your own little soy sauce, which by the way, we're not using the whole thing, so you can use it another time.
Yes.
Or though you have more of it. You have a whole honey pot, like hello.
It's amazing.
Only because it's Thornhill Wood Shul.
Woo,
Never
Shabbat!
stops. Shabbat. Woo!
Okay, how are we doing with time, guys? I don't want to I know that we're going a
Wait,
little
someone's
slower.
mentioning my water is boiling. What do I do?
We're gonna get to it in 5 seconds, in a few seconds.
Should we lower it a little bit?
You can lower it, but you don't have to. We're about to get to it, okay? We're chopping up the carrots, and then we're taking the celery, we're rinsing them, and we are gonna chop them up as well. If you don't like celery, you don't have to put them in. I like them. If you're making a vegetarian dish, a vegetarian soup, you're dicing them up small, okay? And I gave you extra zucchinis and extra carrots if you're vegetarian, so that you can dice them up and have a lot of vegetables into your soup. If you're making chicken soup, you're just cutting up the zucchini, the celery, and you just putting them in big sizes, nice size.
Just want to remove this.
Hands. How are we doing? Everything's in this pot. It's cold. Nothing's in it. There's no water. And we're about to put in cold water. There's a reason why we're putting cold water in. If you don't put cold water in, it gets cold. If you don't put cold water in, it makes the soup really you can't see through, and you want to be able to see it through. It gets very foggy. So you're putting cold water in, and you're filling up the pot to the almost top. You don't want it to boil over when you put it onto the fire. So you're filling it up almost to the top. And put a little bit more. Now, if you have extra chicken, you can also put chicken in. The chicken from the soup tastes delicious. I put this down here.
Pardon?
I'll put this over here.
I'm just cleaning up.
Okay. I'm gonna move this to the back. I can. I'm moving the chicken soup to the back of the oven, the stovetop, because I'm about to use the boiling pot. Now we're gonna take our matzo ball mix out of the fridge. Okay. Hi. Okay. We have our matzo ball mix. We're going to rinse our hands. And we're gonna use our hands a little bit now.
So we have some questions.
Okay, we're taking the matzo ball mix and we're putting it into the boiling pot of water. You're taking a little bit on your spoon or your fork, and you're going to roll it with your wet hands. See? You're rolling it with our wet hands, and then we're gonna dump it into the boiling water.
How big would you say that ball is? Maybe the size of a loonie? Would you say that?
Yeah.
A little bit less,
Yeah.
a quarter?
Just hold it up. Sorry, 1 second. Go.
Okay,
1
so
second, we're getting there.
Yeah,
Here it is.
there you go.
See the little ball? It's I don't know. You have a pen? It's a very small, like one and a half inches. I'm not good with math. Okay, you're putting it in. You're gonna make about 10 balls. Your hands are wet. If they're getting dry,
a
then
little
just
less than
rinse
this
it a
cover.
little bit.
Just a little smaller than this yellow cover.
Yeah, like
Right?
a teaspoon or a little bit over a teaspoon.
Okay, so I have some questions here. First of all,
And if you like them smaller, you can make it smaller. If you like it bigger, then you can make it bigger. Depending on how you
Someone
want.
said a golf ball.
Yep.
no,
golf,
that's too big. Yeah, a little bit
a
smaller.
little bit smaller than a golf ball.
Because don't forget, they expand, so they become a lot.
yeah, they get very big.
So I just have something here. Okay, so Danielle Simon, hello Danielle.
Hi,
She's
Danielle.
saying, why don't you use my pot filler? I think you forgot. She used it before, but the pot filler is right behind. I've never
Oh.
only used one package of bones.
I didn't forget. I just didn't think that anybody's gonna see me anyway, so I didn't want to.
Amanda Franco. Hi, Amanda Franco.
How cool is that pot filler? I
Okay,
need it.
it is cool. It really is cool.
I don't need it.
Okay, but
you know
hold
what I
on. But you'd love it. I know.
mean. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. We don't need anything. Thank God, Baruch Hashem. Okay, but I just want to tell you something. Okay, so Amanda Frankel is saying that she's never used only one package of bones. Like she's usually put more.
This is
So-
2 big pieces of bones, though. In it.
Yeah, you
It's
may not
really
have noticed.
plenty.
Maybe, yeah. I think like I buy the ones that no frills that like I think they're like 2 something. So this is I don't know if you noticed, but this is a way bigger package than what you get in no frills. So
Yeah.
maybe 2 if it was like the no frills package. Okay, someone wants to know.
I just want to say we're covering the pot of soup. We are keeping the matzo balls on low or medium to low. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. About between 10 and 12 balls we made in here. Which is pretty amazing, okay?
So
more
I
than for a family of 4 or 6.
Someone's asking, how big are the carrots supposed to be? It really doesn't really matter. I mean, I usually just cut the carrots long and I stick it in my soup.
Yeah, you could even keep it whole. You just cut up the ends and keep it whole as long as you peel it. Keep it whole. I actually like to cut it in half. I think it gives off a little bit more of the taste. I just cut it into like 3 pieces.
Yeah.
You know?
But can I just say one thing? I actually put a little piece in the bowl and it actually looks pretty. So when you're serving it, you're not just serving like a matzo ball and like whatever, everything like block color. You bring in that color of a carrot. So it's really nice to just stick a little carrot in. Okay.
Also, I just wanted to just say that if you're making a vegetarian soup, you're dicing up your vegetables really, really small. All your vegetables, you can put as much as you want inside. Once the onions are translucent, add the vegetables inside, and just add water to cover and let it cook. Cover it and cook. So you're putting water in to cover the vegetables, and then you're covering the pot and you're putting it on the fire to cook for a while. Okay. Now we're gonna check on. I'm just gonna go check on the orzo and see what's going on there.
Wait, one quick question.
Okay.
How long do we cook the matzo balls for? So that's one question. Okay, and that's by Kayla Barda. Hi, Kayla.
Hi, Kayla. That's about 10 to 12 minutes. I'm just checking on the orzo.
Do you guys hear that? 10 to 12 minutes. You're cooking the matzo balls. Okay. And
okay, you can take the orzo out.
Should the soup be on the flame now?
The soup should be on the flame.
Okay.
Remember, you're using it with cold water. You can take your orzo out. It should be ready by now.
Ooh, this looks nice.
And it looks so nice. You don't have to drain anything.
Soup into
See the
that?
smoke?
Ooh, that looks good and
And
easy.
the coolest part of this is watch this, okay?
It's so easy.
This is so cool. We're gonna take 1 tablespoon of the chicken soup mix that I gave you.
Oh wait, we have another question. Did you put veggies in the chicken right away or later?
And what chicken?
What chicken are we talking about?
The chicken soup.
Or... Yeah, don't we put
We
it
put all the
together?
vegetables in just now. Did you see?
Yeah.
We're putting all the vegetables into the soup. Onion whole, carrots cut up into 3s, and zucchini cut up into big pieces. And you could put sweet potato whole. You just peel it, and you put cold water in with the chicken bones, and you put it on the stove top. You let it cook. Don't put any spices in. Let the beautiful spices of the food that you put in, the taste of the food that you put in, get into the pot of soup. We're taking the orzo out of the oven. Give it a little bit of a mix. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil, a tiny bit. And we're gonna take a tablespoon. Do we have a tablespoon? Yep. A tablespoon of chicken soup mix that I gave you. I gave you 2 tablespoons. You're gonna take 1 tablespoon of chicken soup mix. You're gonna mix it into the orzo. And then you're gonna take
They're reconnecting. 1 minute.
And then someone wrote, mine looks like paste.
why? Okay, if your orzo, are we on? If your orzo is not ready and you need some more time in the oven, that's fine. If it is ready and it's a little sticky, you could take some olive oil and just drizzle it on. You can add the vegetables and give it a little bit of a mix. You'll see that it'll come apart more. Mine looks really, really beautiful. And you
What
put
is
the
something
chicken soup
doing?
mix.
So someone wrote, Brian and Nahila, I think. Nelia, sorry. My orzo is gooey. What can we do?
What can we do with the orzo if it's gooey? Is there liquid inside? Is there liquid that's still there? Mine looks really nice. I'm not sure why yours doesn't.
Someone wrote orzo super mushy. That was.
Yeah, it is more
purpose.
mushy than others.
But what she was saying is if you put a little bit of the olive oil, it sort of breaks it up and it kind of, it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is delicious. You can add some chicken soup mix if you want for taste. You can add some salt or pepper, whatever you like. This is delicious just as it is, and it's so colorful and beautiful.
Okay, so
And
Amanda Frankel, sorry.
We're done with this dish.
Hold on. Amanda Frankel wants to know, what do we do with the soup mix? Because you added some soup mix.
We put
1
some soup mix
tablespoon.
into 1 tablespoon into the orzo. Okay, with a little bit of
1
olive
soup
oil.
mix with a little bit of olive oil, and we threw in the vegetables. Mix, mix, mix.
Okay. We still have our string beans in the oven. We're gonna take that out. We're taking our string beans out of the oven. Okay.
Oh, someone just mentioned, thank you, Adine. She mentioned that every oven cooks at a different rate, which is
That's
true.
true.
And she moved hers to convection, if you happen to have it,
That
which
goes a little
helps
bit
speed up
faster.
the cooking.
Exactly, but you don't have to do that. Okay, we're taking these string beans, and it's really nice. You don't want it to get dry, and you don't want it to you want to have a little bit of liquid in it. You want it to be a little bit more firm. If you do it too long, you're not gonna be able to reheat it. If you keep it into the oven for too long, it looks really, really beautiful right now. Is that good? It looks really beautiful. What you're gonna do is we're gonna take our soy sauce that I gave
Slow this
you.
part down so that everybody.
We're taking our string beans out. Can you open this for me?
Yeah. Is everybody sort of
With me?
yeah, just to make sure that.
We're going to take our olive oil and we're gonna open up our soy sauce. And we're gonna drizzle our olive oil onto the string beans because we didn't put any spices or anything in it. We just cooked it. Okay?
Is anyone having as much trouble as I am opening this? Or maybe because I have no nails, because there's no nail salon? It's open now and I don't have
Open
any
the nail
nails.
salons.
Got it. Okay,
Okay.
we're good. Oh, and don't forget to take the poppy thing out. Take
Okay.
this- Ouch. Ooh, did you hear that?
Everybody
pop?
needs a helper like Bella in your kitchen.
No. Everyone needs a cook like Fraidy Mandel.
Oh, thank you. Okay. And then we're taking the soy sauce. We took a little bit of olive oil. We drizzled it onto here. We're taking some soy sauce, and to taste, depending on how you like it, I like to put a nice amount. It is salty, so if you're being careful with your
I'm
salt,
just gonna move this over
you're
so that
pouring
you
it
can
onto
see.
the soy sauce. You can pick a little bit to see if it's to your taste. We're not really like measuring. If you like a lot, put more. If you don't like it so much, put less. You're taking some salt, and you're also sprinkling to taste. Okay? If you want, you can add some garlic or garlic powder. You don't have to if you don't have. You can add some sesame oil. You don't have to if you don't have. You
I
can
have
add
sesame
some
oil.
real garlic that I gave to you.
Am I allowed to
Okay.
add some sesame oil? 'Cause I love
Yes.
sesame. And you're
And
cooking
it's
my
for you.
dinner.
I didn't put sesame oil because I know that some people are allergic to that, but you can use that also in it. Amazing.
I love sesame oil.
Sesame
Love
oil.
it. If you've never tried it before, or never bought it, it's a good purchase.
You just put a little bit
It's
on.
so
You really
good.
don't need a
It
lot.
has that Asian sort of taste, and
Yeah.
if you like Asian food,
A little bit goes a long way. So we have our string beans ready. We have our orzo ready. And now we have our soup cooking covered. We have a cover for our soup.
oh, and someone mentioned if you have sesame seeds, it's yum.
Yes.
Okay,
You can also put other vegetables in it as well.
I have sesame seeds. Should I give you some or should I do it after?
I would put the sesame seeds on when you're about to serve.
Okay, good
Let me
point.
touch.
Oh, they're saying what is that what the garlic is for?
You can put the garlic in it. You don't have to if you don't like it. You can use it for the chicken. We're gonna use it for the chicken and for the hummus, but I think that if you're gonna put garlic in, I would put garlic powder in. This way there's no pieces in it because it's not being cooked. Okay? And you won't see that with the hummus because we're gonna zhuzh it up. We're gonna blend it up. Okay, we're closing our salt so that it doesn't fall. And we're putting everything else aside. And we're getting there, everybody. We're taking a pan.
I love that smell of sesame
Oh,
oil.
it smells so good.
Doesn't it?
It's like
Are
heaven.
you guys smelling it?
Okay, we have chicken. We're making our chicken now. Okay, so we're taking our pans that we got. We're taking our chicken. Now, if you have a family of 6, then you might need 2 of these. Okay, or if you have a big Pyrex, you can use a big Pyrex. Whatever is good. I like to use Pyrex because then it goes from oven to the table. Okay, we're gonna rinse our chicken. You don't have to. I guess
We
Danielle
shouldn't.
said.
We shouldn't. I never do. I
Oh.
personally never do because then you're right, Danielle. It splashes everywhere, and they say that once it's cooked, you're good. So I
There
wouldn't.
you go.
And it's for me, and
Okay.
it's easy.
Okay, so I'm gonna wash my hands right now. I just put the chicken into the pan, fit it in there nicely, and I'm just gonna wash my hands
I'll take this
quickly.
for you. And I also want to say one thing: dinner, chicken dinner. Is that how it goes? Dinner, chicken winner. Chicken winner. Dinner, chicken winner. I think it's from a movie.
By the way, if you look at any of this booklet that I gave you, the recipes are all here. Okay, so I put the recipes in here, all of them. If you're a vegetarian, the recipes are in there. Okay, we are now making the chicken. So we're gonna put the honey and the chicken, the soy sauce in it. We're gonna also use some of the garlic, even though it doesn't say it on the recipe, but I think it tastes really yum. If you don't like garlic, just scratch it. Okay? So we're gonna take
I may
a
have
quarter
few
cup.
questions here.
Okay, we're gonna take a quarter cup of honey. You know, we could actually put it into a bowl.
Can we
I
just
think that would be
wait, can
easier.
we just pause for a minute?
Yeah.
Is this what the garlic is for that you gave us? And
Yes,
Franco's
you can-
asking.
You can use the garlic for this.
Okay, and also from Sarah. Gosh, my
Hi,
eyes are so
Amanda.
bad. Sarah Zeldman. Hi, Sarah
Sarah.
Zeldman. Sarah Zeldman is asking, do we add the saute veggies to the orzo?
Yes.
Yes.
We added the vegetables to the orzo. We also added some chicken soup mix and we mixed it in and it looks delicious, right? By the way, this amazing cameraman, Yona Durbach, is amazing and he's like salivating over this.
Do you
delicious
guys
food.
recognize the last name? That's because his mother is Sharon Durbach, and she is a caterer. She's a famous
Yeah.
caterer, and she works out of Chabad Markham. Chabad Markham.
Okay, we're taking a
Oh, it's
quarter
called
cup.
it's called
Shazzy.
Shazzy's. I call it
Shazzy's.
Shazzy's. That's right.
Okay, we're taking a quarter cup of honey. Okay, if you opened it up, if you didn't open it up, open it up. It will come out better that way. Okay.
Someone's
We're
asking.
taking,
Sorry.
1 second. We're taking a quarter cup of honey and we're pouring it into this bowl. Okay, we're taking a little bit of a mixing bowl. We're pouring the honey into the mixing bowl. Okay. I actually didn't wash out the quarter cup from the oil from before because I like it when it has a little bit of oil in it because it comes out much more smooth. Okay, we have a quarter of a cup of honey and sorry, we're gonna do another quarter cup, the same quarter cup. We're using the same cup. We're not washing and that takes way too much time. We're gonna take another quarter cup of honey, 2 cups. If you want, you can even open up the honey because of this, we don't have to squeeze, although you get a little bit more exercise from the squeezing. We're pouring the honey into the quarter cup again and pouring it into the bowl, the mixing bowl.
Okay, someone's saying the matzo balls are done.
Great. If your matzo balls are done, say hi to it. You can give it a little bit of a mix if you need to. If the top is getting dry, you can give it a little bit of a mix. Mine is a little bit. I'm just gonna make sure that the whole part is inside the water. You need to read.
Can we zoom in a little bit? I just want to show everybody that how big. Do you want to just pick one up?
Yeah, you can see it from here. Finished product. Okay, here's the matzo balls. They come out really, really nice. Okay. Okay. If your matzo balls are ready, take them off the fire and put them aside. I'm gonna put them away.
Sorry,
It's
someone
okay.
just asked me, what do we do with the green beans?
Just put it aside. We're done. You can cover it. When it's cooled down, you can put it into the fridge. What we're doing now is we put a half a cup of honey, but I used a quarter cup twice so that I don't have to wash so many things because we're gonna take a soy sauce. I'm gonna do a quarter cup of soy sauce, okay? In the same cup. This way we don't have to wash 100 cups. We're taking the cup of the quarter cup of soy sauce and half a cup of honey, and we're gonna mix it. Now the honey is a little bit, harder. So as we mix it more and more, you'll see how smooth it's gonna start getting and incorporate it into the soy sauce. Now, if you have garlic and if you like garlic, you can add your garlic into it. I am going to add it in, okay? I'm just gonna add a little bit, maybe like half of the container that we gave you. Okay?
Someone's asking, should we cover the chicken?
Not yet. I'm about to put the sauce onto the chicken, okay? This is the sauce for the chicken. Soy sauce, a quarter cup of soy sauce and a half a cup of honey and a little bit of garlic. Mix it in. And guess what we're gonna do? When it's not sticky anymore and you can really mix smoothly, we're gonna just pour. Here, I'm gonna move this over so you can see. We're gonna pour it onto the chicken all over. I'm gonna pour it all over the chicken. Okay, it makes a lot of sauce. It might not look like it right now, but you'll see that it will. Now I put the chicken in facing up, okay? So the skin is up facing me. And in the middle of the cooking process, I'm gonna turn it over. I don't know if we're gonna be on Zoom at that point, so just remember that in the middle of the process, you're just gonna turn over the chicken so that it really gets incorporated into the sauce.
Lisa Block, hi Lisa, I
Hi,
miss you.
Lisa.
Lisa Block is asking, she missed it. How much soy sauce are you putting in?
A quarter cup of soy sauce and a half a cup of honey. Okay, we're covering the chicken and we're putting it into the oven at 350. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna do the apple cobbler.
I'm so excited.
Okay. We're doing the apple cobbler. Now, you wash your apples, and we're gonna peel the apples. You don't have to peel it. We have 4 apples. You don't have to peel it. You can, if you want to. I like it peeled. Okay, I'm washing the apples, and we're peeling them. Is everybody with me? Am I going too fast still? I'm just a New Yorker. I just go fast. Okay. So I'm just gonna peel this really quick. Okay. And you can rinse off your cutting boards and a knife, or you can take a new cutting board or a new knife. I have to go slower.
Someone's asking about the chicken. Does it stay at 350?
Stay at 350. You can put it on higher if you want to get it ready faster, but I like to cook it slower. I think it tastes better. Okay? And if you want to just cook it halfway tonight and halfway the rest of it tomorrow, that's also fine. If you're too tired to wait around for it, that's also good. It'll taste more fresh. Okay? We're peeling our apples. We have 4 apples. We're just peeling them quickly.
So Sarah
And then we're going to dice them up.
Sarah Gear is saying hi Sarah Gear, to just slow down just a little bit. Do you want to just recap a little bit of what we just finished doing?
Yeah, we just finished making the chicken. We put a half a cup of honey, a quarter of a cup of soy sauce, and half of the container of garlic that I gave you. We're rinsing the apples. If you didn't yet, we're peeling it. And we're gonna rinse off our cutting board, or you're gonna pick a new one. I like to rinse it, this way I don't have so many dishes in the
Danielle
sink at the
Simon
end.
has a question. Can we
I'm
ask?
washing my knife, and I'm gonna start dicing up the apples.
Okay.
If you have a core thing to take off the core, that's fine. I'm not using that. I'm just literally going around the core and cutting up the apple. You see?
Did we
Take the core and you throw it out. Did we ask what?
How long for the chicken? Danielle wants to know.
That is a very good question. You're gonna do 30 minutes and 30 minutes. I like to do it for an hour and a half, but for 30 minutes, one side, then you flip it after 30 minutes, and it's done. I'm dicing up the apples. If there's some core left inside, I just cut that out. I'm dicing it up quite small. You don't have to make it so small. If you like them larger, that's also fine. Whatever floats your boat. If you have a Pyrex, put it into the Pyrex. If you want to put it into the pan, that's also fine. I like a smaller Pyrex because it's not, eaten. You don't need so much of this as a side dish, okay? We're just dicing it up, taking out the core, and we're about to make the apple cobbler. Come on, guys, we got to do this in an hour. We have to do this fast.
Sorry, I have a question.
We're dicing up the apples really, really small after we peel them, and we're coring them. Yes.
Quick question. This is from the Berkovitz family.
Hi, Berkovitz family.
So in terms of the chicken, just add soy sauce, honey, and garlic. Did I miss something else?
Nothing else.
That's it. Okay. Perfect.
That is it. Okay. I peeled all the apples. I'm cutting them. I'm taking it off the core, throwing out the core, and cutting them up, dicing them up small. If the peel is on, you can cut it with the peel on. My sister does that, and it tastes delicious.
We don't need a pan, do we? Because someone's asking, she's missing a pan for the apple, so that's not.
I didn't give you a pan for the apples. You can use a Pyrex for this, okay?
You guys have.
I like to
something
use
this?
a Pyrex, a smaller, like medium-sized round one, a square one, whatever you like. And we're gonna take the apples that we diced up, and we're just gonna put it into the Pyrex. The great thing about this is that you can take that off the fire. The matzo balls are done.
Okay. You guys can do that too. Oh, and by the way, sorry, the chicken is covered. Yes. Someone just asked that. Is the Berkovitz family, is the chicken going to be covered? Yes, it is.
Okay, here are the apples diced up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take about a quarter cup of water, and I'm gonna put some water into it on the bottom. Okay? Just about a quarter cup of water. And we're gonna take a bowl, and we're gonna make the crumb topping for it. Okay?
Someone's just asking.
If you're
what kind of water?
vegetarian,
A pan. What size pan?
This is a medium-sized
Like a little-
pan. About a little bit bigger than my hand, size of my hand.
I'd say like a 9-inch.
Yeah. We're taking the flour, we're pouring it into the bowl. Am I going too fast?
Are you covering the chicken?
Someone
Yep.
said, is it normal to run out of energy at this point, Fraidy? That's
No.
Were we supposed to do dancing?
We're
I thought we were
Shabbating.
gonna dance.
Okay, I want to share what we're doing, okay? Rabbi Mandel, you asked if we're covering the chicken. We covered the chicken, we put it away into the oven. At 350, 30 minutes. We're gonna take, after 30 minutes, we take it out, we're gonna flip over the chicken, cover it, put it back in for another 30 minutes, and then it's ready to serve. Okay, we just diced up the apples. We put in a quarter cup of water into the pan. I'm putting it into a Pyrex because it's really hard to cut this up afterwards and serve it. It's really nice if you can take it from the oven straight to the table.
Hold on. Look
Okay.
what I have.
Yeah, and we have a finished product over
The
here.
joy of TV or Zooming.
Yeah,
Look at this.
we made everything yesterday to show you how it looks.
So
Okay.
this is what it would look like. This is the crumble part. This is the apple part. Can you guys see?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's delicious. Okay, so we took the flour, which I already measured out for you. So it's flour, a cup of flour, a half a cup of sugar, and we're pouring it into the pan. We're taking the vanilla packet, opening it up, and we're pouring it in.
Okay. So some people are still dicing.
Dice, 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 dice away. Think about Shabbos, think about your family, think about the world that needs your prayers. Pray to Hashem, pray to God, and ask for anything that you want. Put the energy into the food. We're almost done here, okay? We're making the crumb topping for the apple cobbler, okay? We took the flour, the sugar, the vanilla sugar. We poured it all in. And now what we're gonna do is,
Fraidy, can you just pause for a second and just repeat some of the apple instructions?
Yep.
Some people
we
are.
took the apple, we peeled the apple, we cut them up, took out the core, and we're dicing them up small, okay?
How small would you say?
If you could see it over here, if you like it I'm dripping here. If you like it with the peel on, you can keep the peel on. I like it without the peel, okay? And we're gonna put a 1/4 cup of water into it.
Danielle wants to know how much flour you put in there.
1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, and the vanilla sugar packet that I gave you. But I measured it out for you, so all you have to do is just pour the bag in. Okay.
Flour is
You can make double the recipe. You can make double, no problem. Okay, I'm taking the olive oil and I'm pouring a little bit of olive oil in. You could put regular oil in, you could put olive oil in, depending on what you like. I'm just drizzling it in. And I'm gonna take a spoon and I'm just gonna mix it. And I want it to have like a crumbly kind of feel. So you'll see it like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna get mixed and you're like, wait, what's going on here? But you just really want it to be crumbly. So you see, as you mix it a little bit more, it gets crumbly. See you don't want it to be sticky. You don't want it to be dough-like. You want a little bit of oil so that you can crumble it. You can add a little bit if you feel like you want a little bit more crumbs. It's too dry. Just you're adding it very slowly because you want it to be crumbly. Now, if you like, I didn't put this into the box, but if you'd like, you can add some cinnamon into the crumble. You don't have to. You could put like 1/2 teaspoon.
Easy on the cinnamon. My family doesn't love cinnamon.
Oh,
But-
so you'll have that one, and I'll have this
Okay.
one
But no, it's fine.
because I didn't put it into that
No,
one.
they like it, don't worry. Okay, so Mandy Megan. Hi, Mandy again.
1 second, you're mixing the cinnamon into the crumble, okay? If you like cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, which a lot of people don't, you don't have to put it in. Hey, Mandy,
Don't
hi.
you just love the way I interrupt you nonstop?
No, I love it. I love it.
I am so sorry. It must be my age.
No, it's so
okay.
it's so
I
fun.
have a question. No, I'm sorry. I don't have a question. Mandy Megan actually has a question.
Yes, Mandy.
1/4 cup of water. She wants to know, do you put a 1/4 cup of water into this?
Into the apples, yes. You can put a little bit less than a 1/4 cup, okay?
Yes, okay. And then wait, the Cochans, I can't read, I'm so sorry.
Cochins.
Cochins.
Hi,
okay.
Cochin. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Okay, does the vanilla sugar
Yep,
go
vanilla
inside
sugar
the
goes
flour
inside.
and the sugar?
Vanilla
Okay.
sugar goes inside the flour and the sugar. You could add a little bit of a teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Someone
And
wants to know Laura Elimella, sugar or the vanilla sugar?
sugar and vanilla sugar. Hi, Laura.
Do you know that my last name
And-
is Sugar?
Yes.
Love it.
We're making
okay.
this very sweet. Okay, we're taking it, we're making it very
Great.
crumbly. We're putting a
Great.
little bit of olive oil at a time. We're adding in when we need to, and we're putting it into we're gonna literally, we could use our hands. We're gonna take it and we're gonna sort of sprinkle it onto
Fraidy,
the apples.
Fraidy, the whole bags are emptied into the crumble. Someone's asking.
Yep, the whole bag.
Okay, and show what it looks like on the camera. Zoom in.
Yep, you see it? And we're just taking the crumble and we're pouring it onto the apples. Taking the crumble, pouring it onto the apples. Okay? By the way, this crumble is great for the top of the challah also, so if you want to make it again, it's 1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, a tablespoon of vanilla sugar, some cinnamon if you want, and just
Okay.
pouring it onto the apples, and you're gonna put this covered into the oven at 350, okay? You're adding this into the oven.
Hold on, we're starting all over because someone wants to review the crumble steps really quickly.
No
So again,
problem. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. We're taking the flour that I gave you, which is
All of
1
it?
cup of flour, pour it into the bowl. Taking 1/2 cup of sugar, which is what I gave you, you're pouring the whole thing into the bowl. You're taking the vanilla sugar, which is what I gave you, pouring it into the bowl. You could, if you want cinnamon, you could add some cinnamon, you don't have to. Mix it up, then take a little bit of olive oil, you sprinkle it on, you mix the bowl, mix the whole flour, sugar, Okay, if you're
Yeah.
vegetarian, you're gonna take your tofu out of the
Hey,
fridge.
we missed the
you're
last
gonna
two,
set the
we missed the last
pan.
2 minutes. Fraidy, we missed the last 2 minutes.
Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. I'm sorry about that, everybody. We're taking a pan if you're a vegetarian and you're taking your tofu out of the fridge. You're heating it up with some olive oil and you're gonna take the tofu when it's heated and you're gonna add it to the pan. Okay, you don't have to clean out your pan from before, from the grilled veggies or the salmon. Okay, you're taking it, the cubes, and you're gonna scoop it out with your hand so that the water, the liquid stays in the bag because you're gonna take that liquid afterwards and pour it over when it's finished frying, okay? While that's happening, I want everybody to get their hummus stuff ready. So you need your food processor. You need your canned chickpeas or garbanzo beans, whatever you want to call it. And you need a lemon and cumin and tahina paste and olive oil. If you need some extra olive oil, you can use your own. If you don't have enough, I have enough of mine, so I think everybody should have. Just gonna wash my hand real quick. Okay,
The crumble's in the oven, right?
the crumble is in the oven. The chicken is in the oven. The string beans are not in the oven anymore. The orzo is not in the oven anymore. The matzo balls are finished. The chicken soup is almost, it's cooking. It's gonna cook for a couple of hours. And now we're getting the garlic, the chickpeas, the can opener, the lemon, the cumin, the tahina paste, and we're going to zhuzh it up into the food processor. Okay, we're gonna take all this to the food processor. You're okay with that? I'm gonna take the olive oil also. Sorry. Okay.
Fraidy,
Yes.
how long is the crumble going in for?
About 30 to 40 minutes. Okay.
Okay, I don't know if you
If
guys
you're
heard
making
that.
the tofu, just keep giving it a little bit of a stir.
What about
It
convection?
should be on a low flame if you're making the tofu.
What about convection?
I don't know how convection works exactly, but if you're putting in convection, I guess like check to make sure that the apples are soft. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go over to the food processor, and we have our chickpeas, our can opener. Just gonna grab our can opener, our cumin, our lemon, our tahina paste, our garlic, and a knife and a cutting board. Okay. Just gonna rinse this real quick. Okay. Everybody have their stuff by their food processor? Okay. We're gonna start off by opening up, and I'll do it over here. Opening up the chickpeas. Okay. So excited about this. This is delicious. Now it's very liquidy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna either strain it, or I just push down on the can. I washed the can before I did this, and I'm going to pour out the liquid, okay? Into the sink. We're pouring the liquid from the chickpeas into the sink, straining it. And this is so cool because all you have to do is take the chickpeas, and this should last you like for 2 Shabbos, unless it's like you just heat it up. Okay, so we took the chickpeas, we drained it, we're putting it into the food processor. We're gonna take the, can I have a spoon? Of course. The tahina paste that I gave you. Where's the label? The tahina paste, and we're gonna pour it in, the whole thing in. Okay? You might need a spoon to scoop out the bottom part if sometimes it settles. And we're pouring this into the chickpeas. Then we're gonna take the garlic. Where's the garlic? The garlic, and we're gonna put it into the rest of the garlic into the chickpeas. And yeah, the garlic that I gave you.
I'm just gonna leave this over here so everyone can see. I don't know if you guys can see.
I'm gonna take this lemon that you washed, and we're gonna cut it in half. Now the trick to this is that you can put it on your hand and squeeze it onto your hand. Someone wants to come in, Amanda. Just want to admit somebody real quick. Okay, we're gonna take the lemon and we're gonna squeeze it above our hands over the chickpeas in the food processor because we're gonna catch any of the pits that go out, okay? We're squeezing the whole thing out. I'm catching the pits, putting it in. If you don't like something so lemony, then don't put the whole thing in. I'm only putting half of the lemon in, okay? You can save the other half to add to your water for Shabbos or anything like that. We're taking the cumin.
How much cumin? And just go a little bit slower, please.
We're taking the cumin and we're pouring the cumin into the chickpeas, okay? It smells good.
Wait, what can I
Okay.
smell?
Yes. Right?
I just want to tell you, I am Sephardic.
This smells so far.
I live for cumin.
Yeah.
I love cumin, and I'm looking at that again. I love cumin and I love paprika.
Yes.
Who's with me? I love cumin and paprika.
Woo! Okay. Now I'm covering up the food processor and I'm just putting it on medium. Okay. The olive oil. Here. If you're doing, okay, you can put it on. And while it's going, while the food processor is going, you're gonna add the oil into it while it's happening, okay? So, 1 second. You're putting in about a half a cup of olive oil, taking a break, pouring it in while it zhuzhes it up. If you like it piecey, you can stop. If you like it nice and smooth, you can continue going on. I like it nice and smooth. Okay. I like it nice and smooth. I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna raise up the, oh, smell it, smell it. You have to smell
You
it.
don't tell me I love cumin.
So good. Right?
Amazing.
Okay, you're adding a half a cup of olive oil. And that is it. We're done. Hello, we just cooked the entire Shabbat. If you're doing the tofu,
You need the
1 second,
challah.
we're gonna do the challah. If you're doing the tofu, just stir it up. If it's ready, you can take it off. Once it's ready, you can pour the sauce that we have in that bag over it and get ready to serve. You can warm it up if you're ready to, if you
Oh
want
my
to.
gosh, I'm so relaxed here.
We're
Where's my
taking
phone?
this out and we're pouring it into a container or a bowl. And I'm telling you, this will last you. If you have a mason jar, it will really last you for a good 2 weeks at least. Okay, it's really, really delicious. And there's so much. It's just 1 can of chickpeas. Sorry, I'm looking this way.
Over here.
1 can of chickpeas, and it's still so much. You're gonna have so much in here.
It's amazing. And it
Okay.
looks delicious. Okay, so I kind of forgot about my phone because I was just sort of watching you.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone wrote, Mandy Megan. Hi, Mandy Megan.
Hi,
Again,
Mandy.
I keep looking at that. Gosh. Okay, here we go. A tip I learned forever ago. Put the lemon into the microwave, okay, for 10 to 20 seconds. It gets all juicy. It gets all juiced out.
Or you can roll it a little bit and just get the juices out.
That's awesome.
We're gonna get the tofu over here. If you don't mind, just
Okay, someone, Miss Berkovitz, kind of cool. I think it's Nicole. Or it could be Ilona. Can you repeat, please? She said.
Alona.
Yeah, Berkovitz family. So I
Yeah,
think it's
Alona.
Ilona. Okay, fine. Can you repeat, please?
What are we repeating? The
well,
hummus.
Yeah, somebody also wants to know how much cumin,
Okay.
how much lemon.
Okay. All the ingredients is in the booklet that I gave you, so you can see all the amounts there. But we already measured it all out for you, so you just have to put it all in. It's a can of chickpeas and a 1/4 cup of tahina paste. Okay, and we're putting in 2 teaspoons of cumin. If you like more cumin, you can put a little more. I really don't think it needs. It smells so good. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
So
So,
repeat that,
you
not
can
two
either put-
halves.
No, 1/2 of the lemon or 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, and now the only thing that we need to add
Garlic.
is some salt. Oh, we put some garlic in also, sorry, I put the garlic in. And now all we're doing is adding a little bit of salt. Now, this is to taste, so if you don't like it salty, don't add so much salt. If you like a little bit of salt, add a little bit of salt. And then you're gonna mix it in, and you'll see how delicious it is. If it's a little bit too pasty, the hummus, you can add some more olive oil. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more in because I see that it is a little bit more pasty. I'm just gonna add this on for a little bit, and then we're really, really done. The only thing I'm gonna have to do is take the frozen challah, and I'm gonna tell you what to do with that. Okay, we're just, any questions? We're just zhuzhing this up and adding some more olive oil to this. We're really finishing the olive oil that we gave you. Okay?
Olive
Yes.
oil, salt, garlic.
Yes,
What else
it has
do you
it
need?
inside, the recipe is inside the bubbles that we gave you, okay?
Someone is asking about the soup. Lana is asking how long for the soup?
I like to cook it for a good 4 hours. But if you don't want that, you can cook, after 2 hours, it's really done. But I would cook it for 4 hours. What you're gonna do is you're gonna let it boil, and then you're gonna lower it to a lower flame for a good few hours, okay? Just keep an eye on it, keep it covered. Could open it up a little bit, a little sliver to get some air in so that it doesn't overboil. And just let it
I
cook
think it tastes
for a
better,
while.
right? Doesn't it?
longer
The
it cooks,
longer,
the
the
better.
better. But
Now,
okay,
once it's cooked, you're gonna add the rest of the chicken soup mix that we gave you, and you're gonna add some salt and pepper to taste. Delicious, but first let it cook for a good few hours, and then add the spices into it, okay? I would not add the matzo balls into the soup, into the chicken soup, because it really soaks up a lot of the soup, and then you lose the liquid and everything. I would rather keep it separate and add it to the bowl, and we did that over here. Have the soup over here. Yeah. And we have it right here. I don't know if you can see. Right here. We have the soup and the matzo ball. Well, I'm going too low. Right there. The soup and the matzo ball and the vegetables. And it's really delicious. And we're gonna just, one more thing, we're gonna take the challah.
can I just ask you a
Keep
quick
an eye on
question?
the apple cobbler. Could you believe that we made so much in just such a short amount of time? And with all the questions and the stopping and everything.
I'm chasing you. I'm chasing you.
Okay,
One more
chase
minute.
me.
I just have a question. Okay, so, where am I? Can I stop cooking? Okay, this is from Mandy Megan. Hi, Mandy again. Can I stop cooking it before I go to, we're talking about the soup here. Can I stop cooking
Yes.
it before I go to sleep and then cook it again tomorrow?
Yep, that's what I did today. I made it yesterday and then I cooked it a little bit more today because I don't want to stay up all night. Cook it for an hour and a half, then let it cool down, put it away. Take it out tomorrow. You might have a little bit of fat on the top from the chicken. You just sort of skim it and take out the fat and then put it on the heat again and it will be delicious. We're taking the challah that has been rising for a few hours now.
First of all, could you believe
Wait,
how big?
Rabbi Mandel has a question.
I just have a suggestion because people are starting to have to go. First of all, someone's asking, do you put in garlic and what goes into the hummus and how long for the soup?
And how long what?
How long for the soup? What's with the soup now?
Okay, I think I just answered that, didn't I?
Okay, fine. I'm not sure.
Okay, we're taking the egg and we're putting it into a bowl. We're mixing it with a fork, and then we're gonna egg the challah. I'm gonna put that into the oven. Okay, you can put sesame seeds on, poppy seeds. You can put crumbs. You can put vanilla sugar. Whatever you like. You can put nothing. I like it when it's a little shiny. We're gonna mix up the eggs right here really quickly. We're gonna take a little brush and we're gonna brush these beautiful challahs look how massive these challahs are. We're gonna brush the challahs and we are ready
Can I
to
just say something?
put it into the oven to go. Do you wanna put some stuff on
Yeah.
top?
I just want to let you know that I got the same package as you. I opened it up. I took it out of the plastic, left it out, and I just covered it with the same plastic that it came in. I just kind of put it on top,
Yep.
and like hours later, this is what it came out to be. So yours could look exactly the same.
Yeah.
So
And the
simple.
cool thing about lunchers is they give you 2 plastics, so you can put 1 plastic to cover, and or you can put a towel, whatever you like. But we're egging the challah now, and we're just gonna put some. What is Bella like? Because Bella's gonna be eating this. We're gonna
Well,
put
everything
some.
but the bagel or sesame seeds.
Oh, we're putting everything with the bagel in
No,
it.
No,
We're
not
putting-
today.
Oh, today we're gonna put some sesame seeds on. We're gonna just sprinkle it on both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy sesame seeds, that's a lot.
Yep, and it's yummy.
A
And
little bit less.
you could put vanilla sugar in. I know that Nikki Cohen does that. From Donnie Cohen does that. Delicious. And you just put it in the oven.
That's right. And even the crumble that you did on the pie, you could do the same thing on top.
For sure. If you're doing vegetarian, this is how your tofu should look. And then you're gonna take the extra juice from the bag and you're gonna pour it on to the tofu. Okay, to serve when you're ready to serve. Okay? And that's a wrap. And let's look at all the finished products right over here. We have
We have questions, I'm sure. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Keep putting my phone down. You see,
I
I'm
put
not
the
really good
challah
at
in
this
for
one.
about 40 minutes.
Okay, someone
Okay.
wrote a big Gesher Koach. Great job. That was
Thank
so much fun.
you.
Maya Obadia. Sorry, that was from Sarah Zeldman.
Thank
as
you,
well.
Sarah.
Maya Obadia, should we take the water out of the matzo ball soup, like the matzo ball part?
Yeah, you can, or you can just keep it like that and just heat it up when you're ready to serve it. Or you can take it out and put it into a baking pan and just put it on a hot plate for Shabbat. Or if you really like, you can put it into the soup. If you have a big, huge pot of soup, you can put it into the pot of soup. Just make sure that you have a big pot because otherwise it's gonna absorb all the water and it's gonna not gonna have so much water.
I
left in
find
the
that
soup.
if you leave it in water, it kind of like opens
It's
up too
soggy.
much. I would take it out and just put it on a plate.
Right,
just
which
like
is
that.
what I did.
And then whenever you're ready, you warm it up, you stick it in the hot soup, and it's all good.
Okay, I just want to run through this 1 second. Here we have the hummus, and we have the challah. Here we go. We have the challah. We dip the challah into the hummus. We have the salmon salad. We're gonna take some lettuce, and we're gonna put the salmon mixture over the lettuce. I'm gonna take the balsamic vinegar that I gave you, balsamic vinaigrette, which was made by Shazzy's, and I'm gonna pour it all over. And I'm ready to serve. You can make individual plates. You can make one big plate. This is not even all of the salmon that I made. This is only some of it on a big, huge plate. Okay, it's an enormous amount. Okay, then we have the main. And we have chicken. Delicious, beautiful honey chicken. And we have a side, which is an apple cobbler, delicious apple cobbler. And we have the grilled veggie orzo, the colorful orzo. And we have the string beans. And if you are a vegetarian, you have the tofu instead of the chicken. And you have the chicken soup. And we have the most delicious Shabbat meal. And the most important part is to spend time with your family, to think about who you are and re-energize yourself. We get to do this once a week. You can do it every day, but especially it's like we're sort of forced to do it once a week because otherwise we would always be busy with our phones and we get busy with everything. It's such a great time to just unplug, re-energize, and give yourself some time to just be you. Okay, this is an amazing time. I know that Stacey Amber said such great, had such great tips for Shabbat, to make a Shabbat room, to start off something small, whether it's Friday night dinner or just lighting the Shabbat candles. Little baby steps really, really make a huge difference. You could have a little Shabbat room with games. I gave you some games inside the bag. You have Shabbat tabletop. This is the time to talk to your family and your friends and to have conversations and not be looking at your phone and be like, what are you talking about? This is the time to just focus on your family and friends. Shabbat is just so special and I cannot imagine my life without it. I hope that you get to experience it also. The whole idea of this Shabbating was so that we can all experience what it's like to actually cook Shabbat in 1 hour and have a beautiful 4-course meal. And it's so easy and so practical. And as you do it more often, it goes faster and faster and faster. When I prepared all this meal, Yesterday, it took me 35 minutes, less than an hour. Okay, now we're doing a little bit slower because we're waiting for everybody, but it really could take you very, very quickly if you just have all the ingredients, you have all your pots and pans, and you're all clean and ready to go. It really can go quickly. Any questions?
Wow. Okay, so first of all, someone's saying, I'm not waiting a whole year, and I don't know who said that, but we're gonna get to it. Someone said, I'm not waiting a whole year to do this again.
We are going to try to do this again for the Shabbat project.
Okay. I just wanna let you know, and then we have to talk about like.
Fraidy, thank Yona.
Thank you.
Everything. I'm so excited for that.
Sorry, what did you say, Rabbi Mandel?
Please thank Yona.
Of course.
I did.
Yona is awesome, like awesome. Okay,
I want him to come. Yona, can you come here for 1 second just to show everybody?
Oh, yeah.
I want to just say thank you to Yona for staying here for so long after a full day of work and a baby who just had his birthday today. Happy birthday, Noam. And Yona has been helping with the Zoom, and he does this for, it's his job. And if you need a Zoom event, we stream live. We do, yeah. Tell everybody what you do.
He'll give you a good deal if you say Shabbat.
Yeah. Yona does streaming live. If you need someone for your event, he has all the professional equipment, the microphones and everything. Okay.
Okay, we need everyone to listen because a few questions were repeated like over and over again. Okay, so how long for the soup? We already discussed that. 4 hours.
About 4 hours.
Okay, do we add seasoning to the soup?
Yes, we said we're gonna add the rest of the chicken soup mix, and we're going to add some salt and pepper to taste, and that's it. But we're gonna wait till it's finished cooking first, okay? And can we cook it half tonight and half tomorrow? For sure. 2 hours tonight, 2 hours tomorrow. An hour tonight, the rest tomorrow. For sure, for sure.
Okay, Berkovitz family said, how do we serve the salmon? Which I think you mentioned.
Yes.
The lettuce.
Okay, you wanna give it to me? I'll show it again. We have lettuce, or you could take spinach or cabbage, whatever you like, and you put it over. You put the lettuce down, and you put the salmon on top, and you serve. And you take the balsamic vinaigrette, and you pour it on. You mix it up. It actually tastes good without the balsamic vinaigrette, but the balsamic vinaigrette also adds some nice taste to it.
Okay. Michelle Magazine. How long do we bake the apple cobbler?
For about 30 minutes. Okay, we're gonna check to see if it's ready. When the apples get a little bit softer. Okay.
Someone's asking Shauna Meshwork. Hi, Shauna. Okay, Shauna Meshwork is asking, is the balsamic for the salad tomorrow?
Yes, you're not putting on the balsamic
You're
vinaigrette
not putting the balsamic
unless
on
you're
right
ready
now.
to eat it now.
Unless you want to, but you're not eating it because this is all about Shabbat.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies. It's all about maybe gentlemen. I don't know. It's all about Shabbat, the Shabbat experience. Okay, and we're going to talk about that in just 1 minute. Okay, Daniela Schulman. Hi, Daniela.
Hi.
Thank you so much. This was intense. Okay.
Woo!
Okay, hold on. And Wendy Sachs. Hi, Wendy. So the salmon gets served on the lettuce and the dressing on top. That goes on tomorrow. That goes on tomorrow. Okay.
You're not gonna do it now because you don't want it to get soggy.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it right fresh.
You don't even put it on the lettuce right now.
And you can serve the salmon cold, or you can warm it up. It's called warm salmon salad. I like to warm it up a little bit on the hot plate right before I'm about to serve it. Take cold lettuce or spinach salad. You pour it on top, and you pour the balsamic vinaigrette. Mix it. You don't even have to mix it. Everybody can mix their own, and it's good to eat. It's good to taste.
David Levine. Oh my God, it's a gentleman. I'm thinking there's probably no gentleman on. I don't even know. I'm just on the chat. I don't even know who's on. So I just want to let you know. Hi, David Levine. Thank you for being on. I hope this turns into a nationwide syndicated program. Everybody say amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Shabbating.
Okay, and then Amanda Frankel, beautiful. Thanks so much. Amazing
You're
program.
welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. It was Shabbat.
It was Sarah Zeldman who said, I don't want to wait another year to do it again. I don't either. I want someone cooking my Shabbat dinner once in a while. So yes.
Also, I just want to remind everybody to please post your pictures of your food on Instagram or Facebook or both, and tag our shul, the Thornhill Woods Shul, and tag 2 friends, and hashtag, don't forget the hashtag Shabbating. That's with 2 T's, SHABBATTING, Shabbating, and hashtag THW Shul never stops. And we will enter you in to win a $100 gift card to Umami Sushi. Woo! That's amazing.
Okay, so we have, I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm reading. And there's so many beautiful comments. Love
Thank
it.
you
Let's
so
do it
much.
again. Okay, thank you so much about Shalom. Can you come to my house? That's fine. She's mine. Okay. All right.
She's mine.
The chicken
And we
is
were vaccinated already.
woohoo. The chicken is roughly after 30 minutes.
After 30 minutes, you're gonna take the
That's
chicken and you're gonna
fine.
flip it. You're gonna cover it and put it back in the oven. Okay.
Lori Ellen Melech, I love you. Can we do this every week? Yes, we can. And she can cook for me every week because every Thursday I come, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I
Laura,
making
I
now?
love you. Thank you. I'm so happy you
Okay.
guys all joined.
Thanks so much, Mira. Thanks so much. Great program. You're the best, Fraidy. Glad my son chose you for his wife. Okay, I just realized.
Thank you, mommy. Thank you. Thank you for all your support. And also, I want to, Shayna here I see is asking if where you got the recipes in your dry goods box is the recipes. There's a booklet there. Look through it, especially on Shabbat. There's all these different amazing things inside it. There's the recipes, the menu. There's different ideas for Shabbat, how to run a Shabbat table. There's also Havdalah, how to end Shabbat. There's everything is in here. It's really, really an amazing booklet. Check it out. We also have some tips here. We have a tip. We have tips from my sister-in-law, Hallie Marcus, who gave an amazing, amazing tip. She says that she bakes. She challah on Sunday, baking on Monday, cleaning on Tuesday, shopping on Wednesday. She's super organized. Shopping on Wednesday, cooking on Thursday and Friday. My mind is always on Shabbat as soon as it's over. Less stressful and more meaningful. And my other sister-in-law, Javi, also the minute Shabbos, she starts cooking. Her husband comes into the house. My brother comes into the house and goes, it smells like Shabbat. So this is an amazing thing that there's lots of little tips in here. There's also candles for Shabbat in the bag. There's also table talk cards that we gave you with different topics to talk about. You can talk about one this week, one next week.
This is amazing.
It's unbelievable. We have this amazing, amazing priority game that I made up and I put in the bag. There's instructions. It's an amazing, amazing game for all ages. Everybody can get involved. It's a great game for the family.
Fraidy made that up.
And there's also Havdalah set, which is the way we end Shabbat. There's candles and cloves, samim, and it smells delicious. And there's all the instructions on how to do this in the booklet. And thank you, Bella, for
I think we
putting the
actually have
bows
to
around
wrap it up. I was told by Yona, right? We have to wrap
Thank
it
you
up.
so much, everybody.
Hold on. Everybody sing with me. Here we go.
We take a
Shabbat
picture.
Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Everybody, here we go.
Hey.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey,
Shabbat Shalom.
hey,
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
hey.
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Keep going. Here we go. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat
Okay.
Shalom. Remember, this is all about Shabbating. So enjoy your Shabbating, and don't forget all that stuff like hashtag this and that. What were you saying? Say it one more
Hashtag
time.
Shabbating, hashtag Tia Shalom Shul. Post it on Facebook, and you might be the winner for a $100 gift card for Umami Sushi.
It's my
Thank
favorite
you so much.
place.
Let's spread the light, spread the light to the world, and have a beautiful Shabbat.
Remember, Thornhill
Thank you.
Woods never stops. THW never stops. Hashtag.